It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East, joined today by my co-host today. You know her, Lauren.
Yeah.
She's the producer. She kind of made all this happen. We are on location. We are in Chocowinity. Tell everybody where we are.
We're at Extreme Action Park.
And it has been an extreme week.
It has been an extremely fun week. We
Ooh,
just celebrated.
That's good. I like how you did that.
I know. We just celebrated Mark's birthday yesterday in the party room with a glow-in-the-dark party, which was really fun.
Did some roller skating, and we did some go-karting.
We did.
And now what are we going to do?
We're going to play in the arcade.
Is that why I have these quarters?
For me.
Well, okay. So why don't you check this story out, and we're going to get started with Arcade Central here at Extreme Action Park, and we will see you in a little bit, and we'll see how this goes, because we'll win tickets to get prizes and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
A friend needed a candy buffet for her wedding, and we wanted to come up with a way to display the items in a way that may seem a little unexpected. She didn't want all the candy just out on the table in individual glass containers for the guests to pick out. We wanted to find a way to make it easy for the guests, but we also wanted to make it a creative display for her event. She wanted all of the items prepackaged, so all your guests needed to do is grab an item and go. I found some boxes online, ordered them, and I also ordered candy to match the wedding colors. I took some of the cone-shaped boxes, added a foam flower to the top of each box, and inside of the boxes you'll find candy and sweets and treats in the colors of the wedding. I used a paper mache box that I painted ivory, and I picked up a box from the dollar store and then attached that to the center of the paper mache box. I dropped each one of the flowers into the box one by one to create what looks like a flower arrangement. The guests can grab them out of the display, and each one of those cones contains candy. You can find clearance items, you can find dollar store items, and with a little paint, you can create something that's truly unique. It's certainly a way to make your table memorable for your event. For this episode of Let's Craft, I'm Shayla Reeves.
Now downloading Fashion Friday.
That's one thing that I'm very careful about. I have some of the most unique shapes and pearls and colors that you don't find regularly anywhere. I can do the classic 100 times and I'm not taking nothing from it because it's beautiful. But at the same time, pearls can give you more.
So, you know, you look at the individual person and you give suggestions on maybe what help them push them out of their comfort zone a little.
Yeah.
So I would love for you to tell me some different pieces that you think will look good on me, and then maybe I could try them on.
And you have a very slim neck. You have like a heart-shaped face. So you're very lucky because many things will go with you.
I have to have an Ileana special touch
That's
for molecular jewelry.
Whenever you want. Not everybody treats those pieces with the love that you need to treat them. And at the same time, there's a tiny problem sometimes that grandchildren, for example, they don't want to wear what my great-grandmother sometimes wore.
Not all pieces are timeless.
Yes,
so you
exactly.
have that timeless touch.
So designing and redesigning is an absolutely beautiful world, and at the same time, there's a lot of need of that in our town. One day I want to be remembered by the person who came from Costa Rica as a teacher, became a jewelry designer in the United States, and brought to the town of Greenville lots of love by preserving pieces into families that they can carry on by generation to generation. That's all I ask God for.
And you know, people are realizing that every day and coming back and just loving what you do.
I know.
So, thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. No, thank you.
For more information about molecular jewelry, visit WNCT.com and click on the Download tab. With the East Daily Download, I'm Anissa Sakile.
Well, we're back here, Extreme Action Park, Chocowindy, on location with the East Daily Download. I was going to sit down at the concession stand and grill and take the phone out and get on the WNCT mobile app and watch the East Daily Download, but Lauren said, we got an arcade here.
Ski ball first.
So we're going to hold off on watching the show, but I would encourage you to do it. But we're going to actually play some skee ball here. Yeah, let's see here. Is it one touch? Oh, it's one. Woo! So we're going to attempt to get tickets to get prizes. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I wasn't very good at that. Oh, there we go. All right, we're going to finish this up. You guys check out this next story. We'll be back.
The DJ booth. Let's talk about the DJ booth. How does that work here? Because the DJ booth is really where all the action that makes everything happen out here really takes place. So do you have like, you know, one of the professional DJs coming in from Vegas on the weekend? Oh, okay.
Me.
So how does the DJ booth work? How does that setup work nowadays?
We have a playlist that we play during each session.
Okay.
It's geared toward what the session is. If it's an afternoon session, a night session,
Okay.
We'll play different types of music.
A lot of Taylor Swift.
We take all kinds of requests if you want me to play Taylor Swift.
I didn't say I did. I'm just saying I've heard a lot of Taylor Swift being played. Not that there's anything wrong with that, by the way. It's just your preference. Do you, okay, so there's different playlists. Do you take requests?
Yes,
Okay.
we do. We do requests. We do birthday shout outs. We also do the races.
Right.
And the hokey pokey, of course.
I was going to ask about that. Now, don't you also have some game that...
We
like,
call it pick a number.
Yes, I've
We
seen
roll
that.
the dice.
It's a big die, isn't it? It comes out on the floor and you move that around, then is it rolling? You go to...
Right, there's
where-
numbers located all
Yeah, I
around
see
the
those.
ring. You pick a number, we roll the dice. If we roll
Oh,
your
so
number, you have to leave the floor.
Okay, so it's basically eliminating people, and then a small group of people get to stay out.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea, actually. Is there anything else that you want to let everybody know at home, like maybe a website address, where specifically you're located, how to get in touch with you guys, a phone number, any of those kind of really important
Sure.
information pieces?
Our website is extremeactionpark.net. You can find us on Facebook. You can call us, 252-946-6076. My name is Denise Vick. I'll be glad to help you with anything you need.
Well, Denise, thank you so much for hosting us out here. We really appreciate it. This is great. This is awesome. Okay, come out to Extreme Action Park. Enjoy yourself. Bring the whole family. Bring your friends. Bring everybody. Have a party. She'll help you. She'll get you hooked up with that.
So whose show is this anyway?
Y'all feeling all the feels?
We beat the bullies.
Can I be a part of your family? Yes! Do you like chocolate?
Yeah, it like takes care of your soul.
And your butt if you want to grow?
Stop shoveling snow and watch Kelly Clarkson.
Duke Energy is asking customers to pay more money for electric bills, and for some customers, the numbers aren't adding up.
It's just not a good thing. It's not good timing.
This includes Antonio Blow. He says a rate increase will not only affect homeowners, but business owners and the school district as well.
It will have the ripple down effect, and it will make a major hit to our community.
The increase would average 12%, or about $17 a month for residential customers. A spokesperson says the money would pay for investments the company is making on the customer's behalf.
We're working to deliver cleaner energy to our customers, retire our coal assets. We're also working to strengthen our grid and improve reliability.
For Blow and others at this public hearing, bills are already adding up in Greene County. Some people must decide between paying their electric bill, getting medication, or shopping for groceries.
Interfaith continue to make sure that people have food on their table. Everybody is not at the same place.
And we understand for many customers this can be significant. So we have several different programs in place to help customers save money and energy on bills.
Let's Craft every Monday on WNCT.com.
We are back here on the East Daily Download on location, Chocowinity Extreme Action Park in the arcade. And in honor of basketball, which is playing a big role this week,
It's true.
we thought we would
Play some basketball.
It took a minute. I thought this is not going to go well.
All
So
right, player number one. Not bad. Got some competition here for sure.
okay, why don't you go check out this story, and we'll see you back here in a little bit here on the East Daily Download. Check this out.
Now downloading live at Whirligig Stage.
Hi, I'm Lauren Pate. I'm here with David Lee Jones. Hey, David, how are you today?
I'm good. Hope you are.
Doing good, doing good. We're so happy to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
If you could play and collaborate with any musician, dead or alive, who would you want to collaborate with?
There's actually two, probably. I would love to sit down and play with Waylon, and probably Alan Jackson, because some of my songs are kind of along the same lines of what he writes about. So it's all about real life.
And speaking of your songs, is there a particular song that you really enjoy playing live, like your favorite song to play live?
There's the first single off of my Carolina Sunset album, and you can get that anywhere they sell digital music, called Dance in the Moonlight. And the funny story about that is a buddy of mine that I went to school with, his name's Derek Knox. He works here in Greenville somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He sent me a bunch of lyrics on a piece of paper. And it took me about 2 years. My wife and I were riding around Virginia Beach, and a Frankie Ballard song came on the radio. And for the first time, I was listening to country radio. I don't normally listen to country.
Oh, okay.
And I told her, I said, that's what I want Dance in the Moonlight to sound like. We went home that night. She and I sat down and rearranged all the words that he sent me, and Dance in the Moonlight came out. And people actually have a line dance for that now.
That's so cool.
In certain places. It's not like global or anything, but certain venues that I play at, small clubs, they actually line dance to that song.
That's really neat.
And that's probably the most requested song on iTunes right now of mine.
Right. Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah.
So now you mentioned you don't normally listen to country when you're driving around. So what do you normally listen to?
I listen to classic rock, sometimes alternative rock.
Anything we might not expect?
Slayer.
Okay.
Anthrax.
There you go.
But I really like Metallica and Stone Temple Pilots and some of the older stuff like Bad Company and Motley Crue.
Nice.
I don't listen to country much.
So can you tell everybody, any viewers out there watching that might want to keep up with you and see where you might be playing shows, or just to learn more about you? Do you have a website, Facebook, anything like that?
You can get all my music on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere they sell digital music. My website is davidleejones.org. Everything about me is there. Or you can just Google David Lee Jones and my mug will pop up.
There you go. There you go. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, David. We can't wait to hear some of your original music coming up later in the show.
Watch 9 on Your Side News anywhere, anytime with Live Stream 9.
Things are about to get strange again. Netflix released a new video showing the cast of the sci-fi hit Stranger Things back together. Cast members reunited in Atlanta for a table read. With production underway, Season 4 shows the dramatic return of Hopper, played by David Harbour, this time in a Russian prison. Stranger Things is expected to debut on Netflix later this year. Chrissy's court will soon be in session. Chrissy Teigen, who's well known for giving her opinion, will now preside as the judge in Chrissy's court. In the official first look, she hears small claims cases, and her verdicts will be legally binding on the short format show. Chrissy's court streams on Quibi starting April 6th.
Smile.
You know, you could experience things a whole lot better without that camera.
Dad, this is how I experience things.
And meet the Mitchells. Sony Pictures has released the new trailer for Connected. The animated comedy tells a story about an everyday family's struggle to relate while technology rules the world.
How about we make 10 seconds of family eye contact? Starting. Put your phone down now. No, you're allowed to blink. It's just eye contact.
Danny McBride and Maya Rudolph lend their voices to the movie. Connected hits theaters on September 18th. That's Your Eye on Entertainment. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, Los Angeles.
This is exactly why I'm excited to leave tomorrow.
Now downloading Week in Review.
French designer Jean-Yves Blondieu is the pilot of this custom speed suit, and he calls himself Roller Man.
What he and his students are finding is shocking. It's an abandoned African-American cemetery with an estimated 400 grave sites.
An orphan stumbles into a hidden world in the new trailer for The Secret Garden.
The Borrowed Artist is the brainchild of artist Malia Torres. Here you can get lessons from her or schedule a paint party with more than a dozen of your friends.
So this is Miss Shasta. She is very sweet. She loves kisses.
An Ohio man brought a tuxedo-clad llama to a wedding, delighting everyone except the bride.
Hi, I'm Ashley and welcome to Let's Draw. Today I'm going to show you how I do figure drawings. Let's get started. With figure drawings, I always told my students to start with a stick figure. Yes, it's that simple. It's our frame for the body. So I started with a frame and pose for my character and sketched out the body shapes, and a grid for a face, keeping in mind that everything is made of shapes. Next, I added her facial features and her hair. Once I finished that, I sketched out some armor and clothes, as well as her weapon and decorations. Once my sketch is done, I take a pen or a thin-tipped marker and slowly go over the darker lines to make what's called a line art, so it'll be easy to clean and easy to color. Once all that ink is dry, I erase the pencil lines, and voila! It's ready for coloring. Send me your progress to my email below, or use my hashtag Let's Draw with Ashley on Facebook and Instagram. I'd love to see your art.
I'm getting ready to count all our tickets.
You got a lot.
It's true.
So is that going to do it for this week here at Extreme Action Park in Chakawinity? On
That's
location,
it.
East Daily Download, and all those other good things?
Yep. So you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you back next week. I'm going to count these tickets.
And come out and skate.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
What he said.
As I look across this smoky ballroom, I see you sitting there in a corner booth. Watching everyone dancing as the band is playing Neon Moon. So I walk over and ask if you'd like to dance. You just smiled and shook your head. You said I just sit here and try to look pretty, drowning my memories in this bottle of red. You said I don't dance and I don't sing, I'm not real good at those kinds of things. I don't feel at home in this bar or working a stick shift in my car. But girl, there's one thing you do better than any. You sure are pretty good at looking pretty. I sat down and ordered a cold one. We shared stories about our past. And listening to you got me thinking as you were finishing your glass. Was it fate that really brought us here? Was it just to quench both our thirst? I knew I had to make my move right then. And I saw you reaching for your purse. I said I don't dance, but I do sing. I try my best at those kinds of things. I feel right at home in this bar and working that stick shift in my car.